There we go. Hi, friends. Hey, guys. Thank y'all for coming. So on Mondays, I'm just going to jump in, apparently. So on Mondays, I want to try to come on here and literally just answer keto questions. Keto, low carb, fasting, electrolytes, diet. Every time I come on here, I'm just a mess. Hi, Coffee and Glutes. You'd be so proud of me. You'd be so proud of me. Hi, guys. All right. So, a lot of friends here have been doing keto for quite a long time. So now I'm like, where do I start? Do you like my book? This is my bookshelf. I love my books. I know. Do you like this? This is my setup for when I do a question. I didn't even plan this. It does make me look smarter, doesn't it? The glasses. Very smart. Smart. Okay, so keto questions. Does anybody have keto questions that they want to start off with? I didn't really do the question box this time. I wanted to kind of just see if we could just get the ball rolling and see what happens. If not, then we can pick something else. But I'm sure somebody out there has at least a question. Maybe. Hi, Corby! It's so okay. So Corby's my cousin. Hi, Corby. I love you. We need to talk off of Instagram. What does it mean to be okay? Did you have a headache at first? So yes. So whenever you start, I'm gonna scroll up. So the way this works is I'm gonna answer a question and then just go to the next question. If I miss your question for some reason, you're more than welcome to ask it twice, and then I'll just notice it whenever I go by. Did I have a headache? So when you're going in ketosis, you are going to be dehydrated. You're going to start losing a lot of water. You're going to have to go to the bathroom quite a bit. And whenever you get dehydrated, you're going to get a headache, or nauseous. You can just not feel good. And we call it the keto flu. The best way you can actually avoid the keto flu is by getting your electrolytes in. That is potassium, magnesium, and sodium. There are companies that have drink mixes like Ultima or Key Nutrients. I did a lot of Powerade Zero, which come to find out wasn't like the best electrolyte option. Mio has those drops, which I think have some electrolytes in them. But most of the time, if you're having like a headache, it means keto flu. And if I take like a spoonful of magnesium, Nature's Calm's a good one, my headache almost always goes away within 20 minutes or so. So if it's electrolytes, you'll know whenever you kind of get some back in your body. What does it mean to be fat adapted, and how do you achieve this? So fat adaptation means your body is more than likely going to choose to burn fat over glucose. So that could look like somebody that's been keto for a really long time decides to eat off plan, and it doesn't necessarily kick them out of ketosis. I mean, it does, but it doesn't make them feel as bad because their body will just kick right back into ketosis whenever they stop feeding it glucose again. It's usually something that happens after over a couple months. That's usually how you know, like that's usually why people's ketones get lower over time, because your body's adapted to using ketones and making them just for your body, so you don't need as many, and things like that. So, okay, first week, where do I begin as far as daily meals? Super easy. Pick a meat, pick a low carb vegetable, pick some fats, cheddar cheese, sour cream, pretty much any cheeses. Butter, avocado oil, low carb vegetables, not artichokes. You can have your artichokes, easy stuff. Green beans, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, a lot of squash is pretty low carb. Lettuce, you can have as much lettuce as you could possibly want. Some onion, some tomato, avocados, I know it's a fruit. Just pick one meat, pick some fats, pick some vegetables. That's it. That's a keto meal. And if you do that for a couple weeks, eventually you'll get to the point that you can make some dishes, or you'll know, like, I really miss pizza, and you can pick up something to make like a pizza bowl with like mozzarella and just some sauce and some like taco pizza toppings. Let's see. Give us your best keto puns. I don't have any. That's such a thing to put me on the spot. I have no keto jokes. What kind of person am I if I have no keto jokes? I'm gonna have to work on that. It's going on the list. How do you keep motivated? Motivation's fleeting. I'm very unmotivated because I have a lot of other things I'd rather do a lot of the time than, and this isn't even like diet related. I mean, it does have to do with diet. I ate off plan every month for 2 years. So I don't know if you'd call that like motivation. Being determined is way like pushes me a lot farther. Discipline, you know, I just don't want to let myself down. So once I like tell myself I'm going to do something, like if I half-ass it, I'm really letting myself down. Like I'm not letting other people down as much as I'm letting myself down. Like, Sam, you knew you could have done better. Which really kind of gets me going. When I know I can do better, like, Sam, suck that shit up, put on some big girl panties, and let's keep going. Do I recommend a app to help with tracking? So for food tracking, I use the Chronometer app. I like it better than MyFitnessPal because there's a lot of information in MyFitnessPal and a lot of it is incorrect. So I really like Chrono. They like double check everything. Me and Paul have the memberships so we can like share recipes. It's really easy to put recipes in there. So I showed y'all how to like write out a recipe and do your macros for it. And Chronometer does all of that for you. It's really, really, really easy. I really like Chronometer. Best way to restart, just do it. So I ate off plan every week, every other weekend for months, years. Every month, 4 years. And the best thing I ever did was I would throw everything away when I was done having a cheat meal or cheat weekend. And Monday morning was the day I started fresh because I was going to work. So I just didn't bring that into the next week. The Sunday, threw it all away. There's no saving it or I'll eat this later or next time. None of that. Throw it away. Get rid of it. Go grocery shopping. Pick up enough foods for at least 3 meals. When I started keto, I grocery shopped constantly. I'm not even making this up. I probably grocery shopped 3 times a week, making sure I had eggs, making sure I had avocados, making sure I didn't run out of deli meat. I loved deli meat. I also ate a lot of like better cheddar wursts and sausages and hot dogs and a lot of the processed meats, a lot of pepperoni, and sausage links and sausage patties. I ate all of that stuff all the time. And that, a lot of it was, okay, I made it past 3 days, I need some more food. And then I would go and get some more butter and some more eggs and things like that as I used them. It really prevented me from like wasting a lot of money on groceries. And I knew it worked for like those 3 days. And sometimes you change. Like sometimes you're like, yeah, I really want, you know, deconstructed sandwiches all week. And then you get halfway through the week and you're like, man, I really need something that's warm. And you want something like, you know, buffalo chicken dip or something like that. Do you ever do cheat meals? I do not do cheat meals. Today, I always feel so goofy when I talk about stuff like this because it makes me feel like I'm bragging. And I'm kind of am and kind of not. But I've been 861 days consecutive on the keto diet. I haven't eaten off plan in 861 days. And that's not, before that, it took, okay, so that was 2 years into my journey that I stopped having cheat meals. I ate off plan, I had a really, really bad mental health day the next day, and then stopped eating off plan because I never, ever, ever want to feel the way I did the day after I ate off plan. So I stopped doing that, and I haven't eaten off plan since. I will be honest, this piece of hair, there we go. Okay, I will be honest, I've eaten a potato. And a potato is not a cheat meal. It's not a cheat meal. It's just a potato. It was terrible. It had no flavor. I love loaded broccoli, and I really wanted a loaded baked potato, and it was such a letdown. Womp womp. It was not good. Loaded broccoli is so much better. I will never probably eat a potato again. I realized I could have had like a french fry of potato or something, but I was trying to do some carb cycling because I couldn't figure out some things that were going on like medically with me. I didn't feel good all the time. I just didn't know what was going on. I wasn't eating enough. That's what it was. I was under eating for months and was having some major repercussions from that. But I ate a potato. It was boring. Wouldn't do it again. Did you always know you had a binge issue? No. I didn't know what binging was until I started keto, and I still didn't really know what it was up until the last 3 years or so. I was not very self-aware. I didn't understand a lot of things that I do now, especially about my own life, my own personality, and the way I live and the way I do things and why I do things. Getting healthy and losing weight opened me up to getting healthy mentally. So a lot of these things I've gotten a lot more grasp on over the last couple of years. I am definitely a binge eater. I've been a binge eater for as long as I can remember. Yes, even as a child, I was still a binge eater, and snuck food and did all of those very shameful things. I'm not shamed now, but they sucked then. So that was, yes, I've always had food issues for sure. Fasting. I fast. I fasted for a year. I did 1 meal a day. I did intermittent fasting. I did all of that good stuff. I think it is a fantastic tool if used properly. I do think it is overused. I think it is a gateway to being an eating disorder. I did it for too long and it turned into me not having any hunger triggers almost at all. So now I'm actually eating more meals a day and more often because after doing 1 meal a day for almost a year, I was under eating. And not only was I under eating, I was not eating throughout the day and feeling bad all day, and then eating at the end of the day and feeling better. And I realized, ooh, Sam, you are on purpose not eating and not feeling good. That is number one red flag of something's not good with my food relationship. I just, what's so funny is I couldn't figure out a lot of these things when they were happening, and now I'm a little bit out of the brush from it, and I see it happening so much in our community, and it just makes me so sad because there's people that are not eating enough, and I wish I could just tell them, please, eat a little bit more. I bet if you went up a couple 100 calories, you might even lose some weight. Stop making ourselves feel bad to not eat. Oh God, stop not eating and feeling bad. If you aren't eating and you feel bad, your body is telling you, please feed us. Even if it's some scrambled eggs, just eat something, please. If you want to talk more about that, please let me know. I would love to talk to you about refeeding and how to go into maintenance properly. I see the new thing is the next one's maintenance advice from Amanda. My advice is I wish I would have gotten to my goal weight and then got this advice that once you get to your goal weight, you have to refeed your calories back into your diet. I didn't. I went from 1,200 calories to whatever I felt like and gained 12 pounds or 15 pounds, which I don't care about. I still have it. It doesn't bug me at all. But by under eating for so long and then not realizing how to reintroduce calories, my body's hungry. And it doesn't understand why I starved it for I starved myself, and I hate saying that, but under eating is starving yourself. And I starved myself for a year. I was under eating. I was having physical issues. Y'all think I cry a lot now because I'm happy? Y'all should see how much I cried whenever I was upset. And don't get me wrong, some of it was all work related and things like that, but it was not good. And I had to have somebody tell me, Sam, you are not eating enough. I will be that person for you if you want to talk to me about it. Okay, let's keep going. Best chocolate chip cookie recipe. Okay, so I don't know why my hair is so floofy. What is this? Go down. Okay. Yeah, I care. I do care. Best chocolate chip cookie recipe is browned butter. I got that from Chef Russia. If you don't follow her, it's at Chef Russia. Love her. She is fantastic. So you brown the butter like Chef Russia, and then I use the brown butter in Keto's chocolate chip recipe in her highlights. Very serious keto question, I understand. It's hard to get the carb brain to go away. you know, I hate saying it, but one day you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, nah, not today. I'm tired of feeling like this. I don't want to do this anymore. Why am I doing this to myself? Maybe you're not there yet. And that's okay. You're getting to the beginning steps, right? I don't think I picked up Instagram, found somebody that did keto, and immediately was doing keto. I don't think that's how that happened. So maybe you're following some extra keto pages right now. Maybe you're eating and taking off the top of the bun. Maybe you're having one less taco and one more salad a week. Like, those little things are gonna add up to a bigger picture of how you got healthier. I didn't start keto out of nowhere. I bought Motivate. Don't waste your money. It's such an MLM. I bought Motivate, and then I started not eating fast food. I started drinking less sodas. Then I was eating chicken and rice and a vegetable every single day, thinking that was like the healthy meals. And then I got rid of all the sodas, and then I did this, and then I found keto and got here. So this is not people don't normally just start. You kind of get changing and go a little bit. You gotta let it, heat up a little bit. Will I be posting this later? Yes, I will post this later on my page. I'm putting all of my lives on my page, so y'all can get to them at any time from now on. What's your take on artificial sweeteners? They're fine. I use Pure. I really, really love it. It's erythritol and stevia blend, and I think it's really good. Did I ever second guess keto? So I didn't. And the reason I didn't is because the mental health that has come along with keto is so undeniable for me that it's hard for me to say that keto isn't the best diet for me. Now, Paul did keto. It was terrible. He did not feel good. He was uncomfortable. He was grumpy and not happy. Like, it wasn't just he had the keto flu. It did not agree with him at all. So as much as I think keto's the answer for everybody, it's not. Everybody's different. Everybody's bodies are different. That's why you see some people that are, carnivore. They're the most keto of the ketos. There's not a keto person than a person that only eats meat and butter, and animal products. And then you got the regular ketoers who just stay away from wheat and stuff. And then you got people like me who are just, the basic ketoers that whatever's low carb fits. Sometimes it's, medium carb stuff, but we don't eat other carbs other places and things like that. And then you get into the other low carb, and then you get into Weight Watchers, who I think Weight Watchers does a little bit low carb now too. So it's all just, kind of whatever works for you. I don't want to say that if you're doing keto and you don't think it's working to give up. Give it 60 days, 90 days. It took me 2.5 years to lose all my weight. So you got to give it the time too. How do you get past a big stall? Make sure your water is happening. Get that water in. Make sure you're sleeping properly. It is such a stressful time in this world right now. Nobody's sleeping properly. Track your foods. You might think you're eating 1,500 calories. You're probably eating 1,700. And I know that doesn't seem like that big of a difference, but that 200 calories is the difference between you losing weight and not losing weight. So tracking and getting a hold of what you're actually eating will help you out in the long run. Have you ever done carnivore? I have not. I love vegetables. I love them. I am a volume eater for the most part, which means I'm a binge eater. I like a lot of volume in my food. So I really prefer veggies. But I know that carnivore is great for a lot of people. Vegetarian protein suggestions. I can't tell you anything off the top of my head. I don't follow quite a bit. I have some vegetarian friends out there. Maybe I could get a list going of all my vegetarian Instagram friends. I think that'd be a good idea. Fake ketones. Don't take them. Please don't waste your money. If you just eat under 20 grams of carbs, you can make your own ketones for free. I know, it's really exciting. The fake ketone thing, no, they don't put you into ketosis. The act of having ketones doesn't mean you're in ketosis. To be in ketosis, you also have to have no glucose. So you can't eat a donut and then drink ketones, because you're gonna still have the glucose from that donut and now ketones. So now you have double as much energy as you thought you would. So now you have to burn this whole donut and these fake ketones before you'll get to any stored fat. Unless the ketones are giving you so much energy, you can burn off that whole donut, burn off all of those ketones, and start to use your own ketones that you're going to be that you're not going to be making. You're not going to be even making ketones, because as soon as you eat that donut, your body stops burning ketones, doesn't make them, starts making glucose, and says, this is your energy you're going to use from now on. So you have to use that whole donut worth of energy, and then you have to use that ketone energy that you gave yourself, because you're still going to have to use those ketones somewhere, or you're just going to urinate them out because you don't need them, because your body doesn't need all that energy, or you're going to store it as stored energy, which is what fat is. So they just don't make any sense to me. Can you see how animated I got with the hands? I got really serious. Best choice protein powder. I don't really have any powders that I use. That's maybe something I can get into and try to figure out. Hair loss and keto, yes. Get enough protein. Go ahead and get some collagen. It's gonna be collagen every day. Take care of the hair you have. My favorite collagen is NeoCell. The little tub is like $15. I know that like Vital Proteins has a good one and stuff like that. NeoCell is really budget friendly. It mixes into my iced coffee and I really like it, so I prefer NeoCell. But start adding a protein to something. It really, really will help. Do you take any supplements or brands? I have only used collagen, and I did do like the mineral, the mineral drops, trace minerals. I can't tell you that I don't understand. I don't know that they're real for $40, so I'm not buying them anymore. If you are stalled and you're fasting, I would go to not fasting. Like, I know that sounds just so bizarre, but like shake it up a little bit. Maybe don't fast for a month and see what happens, and then you can go back to fasting and see if that shakes it up. How can you use fat as a lever? Okay, so that's a great question. Can you explain how you use fat as leverage? Wait, what do you mean? I was reading as a lever, like lever for sake. Can you ask that question again? Do others feel that they try so hard and don't lose? So if you feel like you're not losing, this is one of my favorite speeches. Let me get ready. Okay. Every single body is different, and maybe you're not losing and somebody else is. And that's probably what you're like, dang, why is she losing and I'm not? Something like that, right? Or why haven't I lost yet? Your body is so much different than other people's bodies, right? Think about how many things your body has gone through. So like my body, I have not had babies. Like I have not had any children. I have only had one major surgery. I've never broken a bone. I don't have diabetes. I don't have high cholesterol. Cancer doesn't run in my family. All these things mean I can lose weight at this certain speed. Let's say it's 5 miles an hour, because I'm a slow loser. I'm super slow at losing. But Brittany, she might have been an athlete most of her life, had one baby, she eats really well, and doesn't stress very much because her income is larger and she doesn't have to stress. She might lose weight at 15 miles an hour. It doesn't mean that you're not doing it. It's just everybody's bodies are so different that maybe your body isn't losing weight right now, but maybe it's working on something else. Like keto is a healing diet. So maybe you're not losing right now, but you are balancing out your hormones. Maybe you're not losing right now, but you feel better. Maybe your pants aren't as tight. Maybe you have more mental clarity. I understand that like a lot of people think the keto diet is like the best way to get skinny really fast. And I wish the keto diet was more, hey, this is a really healthy diet and your body's going to get healthier the longer you do it. And maybe you're going to lose some weight. but your body's going to get healthy. Because I do know a lot of people come here because they want to lose weight, and keto's the answer. Keto has so many more things going on for it. Like, don't give up just because you haven't lost weight or you're stalled or something. That wasn't really the speech I was going for, but it's a good one anyways. Hi, Shelly. Thank you for coming. Did you give up booze and cocktail and wine? I'm trying to think about how I want to answer this. I don't drink. Alcoholism runs in my family, and that's not something I really share on here very often. And it is not something that I care to do. If you do drink, which is okay. If you do drink, straight liquors are the best way to go. There's a lot of those like low carb seltzers out there right now. I know Budweiser has one, Truly has whatever. Just know that when you drink alcohol, you're gonna have to burn that alcohol before you burn ketones again. So you're like essentially gonna kick yourself out of ketosis, but you're gonna burn all that alcohol, probably have a hangover because you're gonna be really dehydrated. Because you gotta think about it, keto's already a dehydrating diet, and then you're gonna put alcohol on top of it, and you know alcohol is dehydrating. You're gonna be super dehydrated. So be wary of that. Also, alcohol is gonna hit you 3 times as hard as it normally does. So please be safe if you do drink. The last time I did drink was over 2 years ago now, and I had one drink. I was super drunk. I was supposed to do live that night. I got really drunk on accident and then had a hangover the whole drive home. And I think I got home at 7:30 and we had a drink after work. Like, crazy. Did not make me feel good. Do certain sweeteners cause you extreme pain and bloating? Yes. So do fake fibers. So allulose is probably the worst for making me not feel good. Only one brand makes me not really feel good. It's the Hoser one, I think. Hooser. I think that's the one. That one makes me not feel so good. The other one's fine. Then the fake protein that people have been putting in like the Quest chips and stuff like that, those also do not make me feel good. So I'd stay away from those also. I have not tried Carnivore. When you were taking collagen peptides, did you count them towards your protein macro? I didn't. So I think the scoop was like 7 grams protein, and I was always under protein, so I never even counted it as anything. How long have you been on keto, and what exercise have worked for you? So I've been keto for 4.5 years now, almost exactly 4.5 years. And actually the 22nd would be 4.5, 26th. Anyways, sorry. I don't exercise. It's really good for you and you really should exercise, but I don't. So maybe that's gonna be a goal next year. we got some other goals I'm gonna work on this year. Hi, Sweet Tangerine. Thank you for coming by. All right. People, who is you? I don't, okay. Making a roast. I'm so glad. The roast was delicious last week. M.E. Michelle? I'm unsure. Can I say thank you to you, like, in front of everybody? I have done my start today 2 days in a row. So I have been having some getting motivated issues, and a friend on here reached out and said, hey, I did this for years and I really liked it and I think you should try it. And I did. So they say start today. I don't want y'all to see what they say. So it says start today. I think it's Rachel Hollis. So I made my own little sheets. If you're interested in this, I can email it to you. I just made this myself. And I printed out 7. And I'm just going to try it for 7 days. And it has 5 things I'm grateful for, 5 major goals because 10 sounded way too much. And then the goal I'm working on, achieving first. It's been pretty cool. I do it in the morning, and it gets me started on my day because, like, I have one goal at the bottom. Actually, y'all can see that goal, but it says Keto Resources on the blog. I've been working on some printable keto sources that I want y'all to be able to print and have. And when I get up in the morning and then write this list down, I see that and I'm like, oh, and I get to it. It's awesome. It's really been helping me. The Testaments Behind Me, great sequel. It is the show, The Handmaid's Tale, is not like the books. The show is so much more outlandish than the books ever were. Can you tell if you're in ketosis when you don't have all the fancy meters? If you're under 20 grams of carbs, you're in ketosis. The only time you would be necessarily out of ketosis is if you are eating maybe some keto treats that kick you out of ketosis. If you're eating whole foods and things like that, you should be fine. Other ways you can tell is if you start getting a headache because you are low in electrolytes is a good way. I personally get so much energy that I'm shaking, I want to clean, I can't shut up. Like, I get so going. So that's another way I can tell is when the keto energy hits. All right. How'd you get over a binge sugar? Man, Amy, that's really hard. So the last binge trigger I can tell you about right this second, like, it's a food. Okay, so lemon pound cake trigger. If it's in my house, I can eat an entire lemon pound cake by myself. And Glow Bakery, I love you, Angie. Glow Bakery, they're in she's in Fort Worth, and she mails out baked goods if you're interested. Her lemon pound cake was such a trigger food for me, and I hid some of it away. I gave most of it to Paul. I tried to get it away from me as soon as possible. So, like, I've done the same thing since then. So I did the Pure Challenge, and I made so many of those treats that I had to give some to Soul. Like, I had to take some to her immediately when they were done, because I couldn't handle them in my house. Oh, I fell down. There we go. I wanted to kind of come up a little bit more. Okay. What is a good amount of weight to lose in a month? 0 to whatever amount of weight. Because you're not always going to lose weight every day, every week, or every month. You might have a whole month and you don't lose a pound. But that doesn't mean that the next month isn't going to be your month. Like, I hope that if you have a bad month on the scale, you don't think it means you did bad. It could mean your next month is coming up. Y'all seen that meme where it's the guy and he's digging and he's almost there and he gives up, and the guy below him didn't give up and he got to the gold? Like, that's true. If you give up, you're definitely not going to get to where you want to be, right? Constipation on keto. You need electrolytes. You're dehydrated. You need to get some flow in. Magnesium's going to be the best. You can even get the magnesium drinks at CVS or Walgreens. You can also use, like, Nature's Calm is what I like. It's just, I use it for headaches. It's just such a great electrolyte. I eat intuitively. I try to too, which has, eating intuitively to me has ended up me being like, I'm hungry at 4:30 because I've been doing stuff all day. Or I'm hungry at 10:30 in the morning because I've been doing stuff yesterday. Like, today I'm a lot more hungry than I was yesterday. So yesterday I didn't eat as much, which means today I'm eating a lot more. If you had any advice for those people who are just starting out on keto. Okay. Do not compare yourself to other keto accounts on Instagram. Don't do it. Because you are you, they are them, and you are not that person. And when you come into this space and you see somebody with a lot of followers, see somebody that makes beautiful food, somebody that lives this amazing life, don't do that. It's all fake. I hate saying stuff like that because I'm here and, like, I'm calling myself fake too. Like, I have hard days. I share a lot of my hard days and I share a lot of my stuff with y'all. But comparing yourself to these other I'm going to say women, there's men out there, but comparing yourself to these other women that are the best mom, the best wife, the best at losing weight, the best business manager, the best at this, the best plant mom, the best kitty cats. It's so unrealistic, and it can be so disheartening to come on here and see so many people on step 500 when you're on step 5. I have a website. I am on step 5 on my website, and I have a lot of pressure on, I'm putting a lot of pressure on me to be at step 500. And do you know how much stuff I haven't gotten done in 2 weeks because I keep looking at these people that have all of this stuff on their site because they're 3 years ahead of me, and I started 6 months ago, or whenever. I started about a month and a half ago. But it hurt. Like, I do that to myself. And, like, how shitty you do that to myself? Like, I could be there. Like, I might be there. I'm gonna be there. Like, you're gonna be there. Your journey might not look like mine. Yours might not look like hers. Yours might not look like anybody else. But you're gonna get there. You know why? Because you're already making the steps. Like, you're already doing the things. The seed is already planted that you know keto might have something for you. Right? Like, can you give it a chance? Like, don't compare your journey to what other people's gonna look like. Like, give it its own unique chance to be something for you. Because you don't know what it's gonna be. Because, like, for me, it was my mental health. Like, I got it back. Not only did I get it back, like, I am not who I was 5 years ago. Like, there's nobody that could be watching me right now on Facebook, my cousin, not one person out there that, I mean, maybe unless you know me now, and I don't know a lot of people that I used to know in my old life, but I am not that person. Keto gave me a whole new life. Like, give it a chance. So I guess my one thing would be give it a chance and don't compare yourself to other people. I've increased my meals because of you, and it totally makes sense. I do a lot of 1 meal a day and feel crappy. I'm feeling so much better. That makes me so happy to hear. I feel so much better too. Like, just having breakfast, isn't it so, it feels so good. I know it's so hard. Like, I had to, like, force myself to change, like, when I was eating, because I was, like, a night eater. But now that I'm doing a little bit throughout the day, I have much better days and much better nights because I'm feeling better. I just started keto. I'm getting a numb and pins in my left arm. What does that mean? You probably need to talk to a specialist, like an actual doctor. I'm not a doctor, so I can't offer advice, but I would talk to somebody if you're having pain. Which app do you recommend for figuring out your macros? NoBunPlease.com. He has a macro calculator. It's my favorite. It has the best macros. 1 meal a day. I've done this for so long, but didn't have the anticipated results. I was really under eating too. I'm still very obese. I don't feel hungry, but didn't lose. If you want to have, like, a more personal one-on-one conversation, I'd really like to talk to you. Just to throw this out there, my DMs are always open. My email is open. sam@ketosamiam.com. Email me. DM me. Comment. I don't mind helping. That's why I'm here. My hair is very pretty. Thank you. I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's not bad, but it's getting the more I, like, move around, it just looks frizzy. Just frizzy. It's not frizzy. It's okay. Can you substitute almond flour for something else? There's coconut flour. Most recipes you can use coconut flour, but you have to use, like, 3 times the liquids. So definitely Google that. My question is, where are all the keto bowl drinks? Aspen, you're so funny. Aspen hasn't been able to find the keto drinks, and she's very upset. What do you think about taking ketones? I think they're a waste of your money. Don't do it. Eat under 20 grams of carbs. Spend your $100 on a new air fryer or a cookbook. Southern Keto Cookbook, best cookbook. If you don't have it, it's a good one. Also, I love Tasha. She's such an awesome person. Do you use a track? Gluhoo, I saw your email. You're on my to-do list for tomorrow. I apologize. I did see you though. April. I remember your name. Glucose. Does Diet Coke make it spike? And what does glucose spiking matter? Okay. So your body burns energy in a certain order, and it's alcohol, glucose, and then ketones. So when you introduce alcohol or glucose into your body, you're going to have to burn those 2 energy sources before your body will get back to burning ketones. So if you drink a diet soda and it does spike your blood sugar 30 points, you're going to have to burn off that glucose. When your blood sugar spikes, it means that your body had to make insulin to break down the glucose, right? That's what that means. So whenever it spikes, it means you have glucose in your body and you're going to have to burn that glucose off before you do ketones. Right. Okay. I'm just making sure that you'll see me going through it in my head. Yes. So that's why it's important, because when your glucose goes up, you'll stop burning ketones, go burn your glucose, and then get back to ketones. Do you use the keto meter? Yes. I actually had it out. I don't know what I did with it. Oh. I'm not going to go over it this time because I did last time, but I had the Keto Mojo. If you missed it, last Monday, we went over the Keto Mojo. It's at the end of the last video. I even took like my ketones and stuff like that to show y'all. I can do that again if you'd like, but I don't know. I haven't been eating. I don't know. Let's look. Oh my gosh, I'm just at the veggie comment. Am I that far behind? Okay, I'm just going to scroll to whoever's watching still, because I want to make sure I get to all y'all's questions if y'all are still watching. Oh my gosh, I was so far behind. Okay, any tips on how to stick with keto? I can't stick to it. You really have to wanna. I know that sounds so lame, but you're gonna have to wanna, because I can't make you do it. Only person that can make you do anything is yourself. So you have to want to do it. And if you don't want to right now, that's okay, but only you are going to make yourself do it. Help with energy. If your energy is low, you probably need electrolytes. If you've been around in the keto community for a couple of years, we just preach the electrolytes so much. It really will make a difference. You probably need some electrolytes. So for electrolytes, Ultima and Key Nutrients, best brands. Ultima has a lot of options. I used them yesterday to make those otter pops that I made on my stories. They were pretty cool. What are your thoughts on sparkling water? Sparkling water is fine. I don't drink a lot of bubbly waters. I only drink water and coffee. I got away from diet sodas. Every once in a while, I'll ask Paul if he wants a soda, which means I just want to drink. Best noodle that isn't zucchini. Okay, so I have used, my favorite are noodles. Newdles, but they don't have any in stock right now because after everything happened, they stopped getting stock. Healthy noodles from Costco. Paul loves them. And then I just got some, they do have wheat in them, but I got some lower carb, excuse me, I have to take something to drink. Lower carb noodles from the Great Keto Baking Company. So I can't wait to use those. I haven't used them yet though. Sugar alcohols do not spike glucose. Does your body need to burn? So sugar alcohols, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not a doctor. I think they get secreted through like one of your intestines, so they don't make it that far. So that's why they don't spike your glucose. Have you gotten to try out any of the Pure entries? No. And I will tell you right now, I went through them again today. So what happened? So with Pure, I sent over mine. They sent back their issues if they have issues, or whatever. And then, we've just been kind of going back and forth with the 4 like finalists that we'd like to pick. I didn't get to pick as many, so it's kind of up to them. I just kind of ran it for them. So, I don't know who this person is. I don't want to block you, but I'm going to have to. Okay. Can you eat too many keto treats? Yes, you can. If you eat too many keto fun foods, the products might say 1 gram carb, but they can add up very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Have you tried noodles from Hearts of Palm? You know, I haven't. And I have some downstairs. I really should try them. I have Palmini. It's Palmini, right? Yeah. And I really should try it. I heard that if you soak it in almond milk first, it like really, really helps with the texture. I'm just taking my glucose right now. I just want to, got me curious about what it looks like. How often do you take electrolytes? I take electrolytes whenever I don't feel good. 83 is my glucose. We can do my ketones too. Whenever I like have a headache and stuff like that, or feel down, feel like very dehydrated, my lips get really dry, that's when I know I need electrolytes. dirty keto or, let me go back. Dirty keto or straight whole foods. I do both. I think that if the line is you're going to eat a real burrito, a real tortilla, have the fake tortilla. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you really want a tortilla, just have a fake one. It's not that big of a deal. It's not going to derail you that bad. It's just a tortilla. My favorite keto cookbook is the Southern Keto Cookbook by Tasha Newton. It's the best cookbook. It's $16 or $17 all of the time on Amazon. Every like recipe has less than like 6 ingredients. Best recipe. Best cookbook. So keto, what kind of effects has it had on my anxiety and hormones? I want to say that good on hormones. I don't really talk about this very often. Okay, so I got my tubes taken out last year, so I cannot have children. And I don't know if any of the things that I've done, like birth control wise or hormonally wise, has to do with keto or has to do with my body changing. So I had an IUD for 2 years and it stopped working. And stopped working means that I was like breakthrough bleeding for weeks at a time, which is not something that's supposed to happen. And so I got my IUD taken out. I got my tubes taken out. No babies. So I want to say that for hormonal reasons, I can't give that. I know that it helps with PCOS and all of those great things, but I don't have any experience to share with that. Now, the anxiety, my anxiety is not that it's better. I am aware of it. Not only am I aware of it, that means that when something starts happening and my ketones are 0.6, if you're paying attention to that, my anxiety is now like a manageable thing instead of like a just downhill fucking disaster of a day. It usually can look like from an anxiety attack or I don't really get anxiety attacks. My bucket overfloweth. I have things like build up really, really big until the dam breaks, which isn't really an attack to me. An attack to me feels like an acute, oh my God, something's happening. That's just not really what happens. It's like a build up over time. Keto's giving me the ability to recognize it's happening, tell other people it's happening, and I have a game plan when it does happen. Does it always work? No. And I still have them, but it is a lot more manageable. Being keto also gave me the mental clarity to find a therapist to talk about things. I share a lot more mental health stuff on here with my friends, with my family, with Paul. Like, I'm a lot more open about it because if people that love you know what's going on, they can make the appropriate steps to help you also. And you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot if you don't let people that love you like know what's going on. Part of my having a bad day is alerting Paul. I let Soul know. I take a shower. I immediately clear my list if I can of things I don't want to do. I'll get off Instagram. It's not even an option. No Instagram. It's just kind of, that's how that looks for me. And keto gave me that ability. I couldn't do that before. Sorry. How many calories do you eat on keto to lose weight? That is going to be based on your body. You can use a keto calculator to find your macros. Macro calculator. What keto treats do you recommend? Off the top of my head, if you want like a keto treat that's already pre-made, the keto cookie is fantastic. They are almond flour, they're erythritol, they are so good. The textures are good. They stay good in your fridge for like 6 months. They're fantastic. I have a coupon for them too. I think it's Keto Sam 10 and it gets you 10% off on all orders, so you can use it over and over again. I can give you a list of things I like. I don't really, normally just come on here and talk about products because I want to make sure I'm being helpful, but I do have a lot of products I really, really like. So, yeah, I think you're probably getting headaches. I used to do keto and then started feeling bad. It's probably because you need electrolytes, so I would work on that. Yes, the Southern Keto Cookbook is the best. Can you eat watermelon? I mean, you can, but you only can have like that much. Just make sure you're having, the appropriate amount. It does have sugar in it. Sugar-free ice cream. Yeah, you can fit it in. I really liked ice cream when I started. There's a lot of good options out there that haven't been out there, so you can find one that you actually like. Lupin flour makes me feel awful. It makes me feel so bad, but it's a really good flour. It has such a great texture and flavor. It's really good. Number one tip for people that want to go keto, just try to eat under 20 grams of carbs for a month. That's not like the first thing you ever need to do is learn how to count 20 grams of carbs a day. And then you can learn everything from there. But you don't have to jump into the pool. You can put your feet in for a while and kind of figure it out. And then you can keep, moving on. The keto cookie salted caramel cheesecake is the bomb. Yes. I love their sugar cookie too, because they're like that soft loft cookie. Oh, so good. High Key is good. High Key has some great... High Key cereal is fantastic. I actually emailed them today because I was like, okay, friends, how do I get a coupon? Because I'm spending way too much money on y'all's cereal. So how do we make this a mutual thing? Because I don't want to spend $12 on cereal from now on, but it's delicious. So, whole bag of cauliflower mashed. No, if your name's Kevin, you're a dude, you probably could eat a whole thing of cauliflower mash and it'd be fine. Guys get the ability to eat more calories than women do. So, what do you tell the naysayers about keto? That's a good question, Amanda. So, it's so funny because my friend Dominic just posted about this the other day. You could say, I'm going to go to Harvard and somebody's going to want to poop on your parade. They just are gonna. Because some people, when you are doing something good for yourself, people want to shit on you. Like, they don't want to see other people be happy if they're not a happy human. And that goes along with diet too, especially because some people can't get away from themselves to say, hey, I need to change my diet. But when you're like, hey, I need to change my diet, and you had the same diet as them, they think you're attacking their diet, don't they? They do. It's not about them. You can let them know, hey, this isn't about you. Like, you can tell people, I don't want to talk about it. I was never that person. When somebody's like, oh, you're keto, I'm like, yeah, let me tell you about how much weight I lost. Let me show you all the foods I eat. Let me make this plate of food and you see how delicious this is going to be. Like, I was the cocky one because I was like, I knew this was going to work. Like, I just knew it for some reason. Or at least I knew I was going to make something work. But some people just can't be happy for other people. Those people have things they need to work on still. And that's okay. They'll get there maybe eventually. But people are always going to say, I can't believe you're going to do that. Or how could you give this up? And I just want to be like, well, how can you do this? Like, whatever the thing is that I don't agree with them. But I don't do that because I'm not judgy. And I think everybody lives their own life. But it's kind of how that, I think, flows. Also, after you've done keto for 6 months and you've lost 30 pounds and they're like, how'd you lose 30 pounds? You'd be like, it was keto. I told you that. So nothing's more fun than rubbing it in somebody's face after they told you you can't do something. At least for me. Don't tell me I can't do something. Because I will, and then I will rub it in your face. Rub it in the face. Okay. Sorry, I got really excited about that one. Their granola is so good too at High Key. I totally forgot about their granola. I don't like the maple one as much as like that cinnamon one. Ooh, that cinnamon one is so crunchy. Oh, it's so good. Dang it, High Key. I know their secret. Oh, I love High Key. The noodles I used to use were the noodles, and they don't have them in stock now because when everything got shut down and stuff couldn't get in, they couldn't get any stock. So, we've talked about the naysayers before. We have, Amanda. We have. Yeah, so the noodle store, they don't get stock because we're not getting anything like imported to our country right now, and it's not from America. So when that kind of stuff happens, we can't get products that we're used to. So I'm selling mine for $100 a bag. I'm just kidding. I'm really not. But I do have some and I've been hoarding them because I don't want to use them. How much weight have I lost? I have lost 75 pounds. It's between 75 and 80, so I'll say 75. And it took me 2.5 years to lose 75 pounds. What made you choose keto? I opened my Instagram. I can't even tell you what my Instagram name was. I'm sure it was something pineapple. And I don't know, on the discovery page, there was some lady that was like, I'm eating hot wings for dinner. This diet's so hard. And I was like, what diet are you doing that you were eating hot wings? Like, I could eat hot wings. I like hot wings. And that was the beginning of my journey. That was it. I would do anything to figure out who that woman was because I owe that person so much stuff. So I owe them so much. And I hope I'm that person for somebody. I don't care if they remember me in 10 years or not. Like, I hope I did that for somebody else because that's so cool. I don't know who it was, but I love them. Okay. Get rid of it. Courtney, you don't need the meter. The meters, I'll be honest, meters are cool. I make money when I sell a meter. They are not something you need. You don't need the Keto Coach. You don't need the Keto Mojo. You just need to eat under 20 grams of carbs. And if you're tracking and using a tracker on your phone, you know if you are eating under 20 carbs because you are measuring that food before you put it in that tracker, right? Because if you're not measuring your food and you're putting it in the tracker, you're still not doing it right because you got to measure it. Because 2 tablespoons is not the same as measuring 2 tablespoons in weight. I promise. It is a difference. And those calories matter. Need to do a list of products, please. I will. I've actually been working on that on my page because I have ButcherBox, the Keto Cookie, Nush, Redmond Real Salt. I love these companies. Like, they're companies that I've spent my own money on. And over time, I've gotten to start relationships with them. I just hit my toe on the table. And I'm really picky about what companies I work with, so I'd like to share those with y'all too. Okay, favorite products. Here's a question. I'm looking for keto cupcakes for my birthday. Okay, so Glow Bakery. Her name's Angie. I love her. I'm sure she's not watching. Maybe she'll watch later. Hi, Angie. This is the second time I brought her up. Glow Bakery, at Glow Bakery. She ships outside of Texas. Her stuff is phenomenal. And if you order, Amanda, please, please, please treat yourself to one of the lavender lemon bars. Oh, they're so good. Just get whatever you're going to get for your birthday and then just get a whole nother box of stuff, actually. Because, like, the brownie is so good. And then, I really prefer her cake items. Like, cookies and stuff, cookies are a dime a dozen, I feel like. But her lemon pound cake, so good. Like, it's so good. She makes some amazing stuff. I'm a slow loser. How many carbs a day should I have? 20 grams of carbs a day on keto. That's it. Maybe I should make my own granola without stevia and sell it. I miss granola. I miss so many other things. Yeah. And High Keys is pretty expensive, but it's delicious, isn't it? Oh, Figgy, now that you say that, the Keto Southern Cookbook has a granola, Basic Bitch Keto. She posts about it all the time. And she makes that one. I bet she could figure that. I bet Tasha has a great recipe you could figure out. I'm so glad, Heather. That makes me so happy. I love doing this. This is a great time to say thank you. I try to every time I do live. Thank you for being here. Thank you for following me. Thank you for supporting me. Every time y'all comment, like, share, go to my website. If you print one of my recipes, I could cry every time somebody does it. Like, y'all are helping support me. And that means I get to be here to keep doing this with y'all. So every time y'all do something, and it doesn't even cost y'all any money. It doesn't even cost y'all any money to support me. You just have to like, comment, share, go to my website. I have Pinterest now. I got a Pinterest. Never had Pinterest. I don't know how to use it at all. But I have one. So I've been making pins. So y'all can pin me now. And like, it's so cool because if y'all do these little things for me, which y'all do anyways because y'all are awesome, I get to get paid to be here and literally just talk keto with y'all. How cool is that? It costs y'all $0 and I still get to do it. I love it. It's so fun. I'm really glad. 3 weeks in, that is awesome. That is so great. Check in with me. Tell me in a month how you're doing. Like, I love to keep up with y'all. I try my hardest. I always answer every DM. I try to get back to every comment, every email. I try to get to everybody. I always do. If I don't get to you, I do apologize. But I like to keep tabs on y'all. So I like to know what y'all are doing. I like for y'all to say, hey Sam, I did this, or hey Sam, I really had a hard day doing this. Whatever it is, I really like it. I do. Like, I wake up every morning and sit at my computer and literally just answer DMs. Just all the time. Got a text message. Okay. Tattoos. This is not keto related. This is my sleeve. This will be a slight intermission. So this is 2 different tattoos. There's this tattoo that me and my sister have matching tattoos. And then the rest is like my family tattoos. So I'll just kind of go from the beginning. So my grandpa was a pilot for American Airlines. And that's their American Airlines old symbol. This is my mom's handwriting. I have a pineapple. It was a thing. Whatever. I'm from Texas. So this is Megatron. My sister's name is Megan and my dad calls her Megatron. This says Sam, and me and my dad and my brother have the same initials and they're Sam. So this actually isn't my name. This is for my brother. And then it says, I love you. So my dad wrote this on a card. And it was like, read this in a mirror. It's top secret or whatever. So if you read it in a mirror, it says, I love you. That's why y'all can read it and it says, I love you. In real life, it is backwards. So when I see it in the mirror, it says, I love you. That's why that's backwards right there. And then, oh, there's like a lipstick. This is for my grandma. She was a very classy lady and all her lipsticks matched her pants. I don't know if that's what you call classy, but, and then, wear my sleeve on my heart. Cause I was a goofy ass 20-something year old when I got this tattoo. So, tattoos. I mean, I got tons of other tattoos. That's what y'all can see. Let's see. Hot wings sold me on keto too. Yes, just amazing. I would check her out. I had my first Bolt House drink. So good. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. I love the Bolt House drinks. I've been drinking them every day. I had one for a snack earlier too. Is the weight always better than a tablespoon? Yes. So on the back of like any packaging, and I wish I had some packaging, like, oh wait, I think I do. Okay. Y'all, I can't even explain to y'all how much junk I have on my office floor because I brought all my keto stuff up and it's just everywhere. Okay, so the serving size on something always has this 21 grams or it's something grams, right? So the way nutritional values work is these numbers are for 21 grams of this powder. So you have to, like, so if you're measuring butter, cutting 1 tablespoon and then like weighing a tablespoon look different. A tablespoon of butter is 14 grams. I know that by heart. And a serving of cheese is 28 grams. It's 1 ounce. So eventually you know these things by heart too. But the weight measurement is always more accurate than like your eyeball. I'm so sorry, excuse me. Your eyeball or like an actual teaspoon. Just ordered her cookbook. Love her cookbook. You have loose skin. I also have loose skin. It kind of goes away. It kind of doesn't. I'd be okay with loose skin just to be healthy. I think it's okay. Hi, Keto Sparks. Thank you for coming by. Did she say net or total carbs? I do net carbs. I don't do total carbs because I like veggies. How did you deal with loose skin? I still have loose skin. I have it on my belly. I have it everywhere. It just doesn't bug me that much because I still look better with loose skin than I did whenever I was overweight. But I still feel so much better with loose skin than I did when I was overweight. Everything about everything is better with loose skin than when I was overweight. So, Oh, that makes me so happy, Heather. What's y'all's next recipe? Do y'all want me like DM me? Maybe I can on like the fly give you like a top secret recipe. We got recipes for days. I cannot wait. So, not only on my list of goals is to put Keto Resources on the website, I am not going to share as many Sam recipes. I'm going to. I want to teach y'all how to make broccoli. I want to teach you how to make cabbage. I want to do some egg videos. I'd like to show y'all how I cut my vegetables. Like, I want to do some really basic cooking stuff. Let me do this. I want to do some really basic keto stuff, but I also want to start finding the best keto lasagna, the best chocolate chip cookie, the best of every keto recipe, because let me tell you this. I have been in the keto community for 4.5 years, and there is 700 of each recipe. And I'm going to find the best of every one of them, because I don't have a blog that has recipes on it. And every blogger thinks their recipe is the best. I want to find out who's the best. Of course, I'd be kind, because you know what? I love everybody. I think everybody's awesome. But I think it'd be really cool to be like, here are the best recipes that I found, and here's why I think they're the best. Or like even scale them on, here's the best tasting lasagna, here's the easiest lasagna, here's the fastest lasagna, or something like that. So I really hope to get to that. I'm really enjoying the cooking part. 3 weeks in, and you lost 7 pounds. Not only, and you lost 7 pounds. That is awesome. That means you lost, what? 3 weeks in, so you lost over 2 pounds a week? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I lost, for me, it was about 0.5 pound a week. So that's great. And even if it gets slower, don't worry. You're still doing it right. Just keep going. It will fall off. I've been waiting 2 years to restart keto after my pregnancy and breastfeeding, which just started back last month. Welcome back. If you need anything, you let me know. I hate tracking. I did too. I still don't track because I hated it. Like, I did it because it got me to my goal. I did it for a year and I hated it. But you know what? It works. So I hate it. I hate it, but it does work, which sucks. I don't mind answering questions. I want to do this literally every week. So Kevin, if you're going to go the whole week doing keto stuff, if you think of a question, ooh, I should ask Sam that. I would love if you show up and ask questions. I love doing this. I want y'all to succeed. Because if y'all succeed, then everybody gets to be healthier and happier. And if everybody's healthier and happier, then we can be a better community, and we can be better spouses and better parents and siblings, and we can just be better because we're healthier and we feel better. Talk about lupin flour. Lupin flour's fine. It doesn't make me feel good. It's low carb. It's fine. Hi, Jen. Thank you for coming. I don't use ketones. You don't need ketones. You can do it for free. My hair is I want it to not look frizzy, and it's not frizzy. I just washed it. Okay. The best spaghetti recipe. Man, you know what? Have you just had spaghetti squash yet? I'm kind of getting off topic, but I love spaghetti squash. Hi, Full Face Keto. Thank you for coming. Oh, it's the other day. So, y'all know. Okay, I don't want to talk bad about other accounts. Okay, y'all know sometimes how there's other large accounts, and you know they're not paying attention to anybody, because they don't pay attention to me either. And I actually pay attention. I watch comments. I look at y'all's stories. I see what y'all are doing. I see y'all tag me. And the other day, Full Face Keto posted something, and then somebody else posted almost the same plate, but the food was in a different order, but the tags were all the same. And I was like, did somebody steal her food? And it was her husband. And I thought that was so funny. I thought that was so funny because I was following both of them, and they both tagged me, and I was like, oh, that's funny. I have another couple that I follow both of them, and saw that again today. So I thought that was kind of funny. What's the main difference between keto and low carb? So in my opinion, and everybody's going to have a kind of a different opinion, the difference is that keto means you don't have legumes, which are like lupin. You don't have wheat. You don't have wheat. You don't have gluten. Like, you don't have those things. If you're eating stuff with those things, it's technically low carb, in my opinion. I go back and forth because I think that low carb can mean keto at the same time. You don't need ketones. Okay, I'll go over this one more time. The reason the keto diet works is because you stop putting glucose in your body, you stop eating carbs, and your body, the next resource it uses is ketones, which is usually made from stored fats. Or it's made from fat. And that can be fat in your diet or it can be fat on your body. And when you drink fake ketones, you are having your body stop making ketones, and you're going to burn those fake ketones first. Why would you want to burn fake ketones first when you need to burn the ketones from the fat you've eaten and the fat on your body? Like, so you're essentially setting yourself up to have to burn the fake ketones, then get to the food you ate, then get to reserved fats on your body. So you're essentially having to do twice as much work to get to the fat on your body, which is how you lose weight, by burning fat that you have stored on your body. Ketones are, I hate saying they're a scam. If you are an athlete, if you are running, if you are using ketones before you go to the gym, cool. That's awesome. If you're using them to lose weight, you're not using them properly. That's not what they were created for. I know that Prove It sells them, and it's a whole bunch of really pretty women that are like, oh my God, I got into ketosis in 30 minutes. No, you didn't. That's not how that works. Having ketones in your body does not mean you are in ketosis. That is why glucose is so important to know, because your ketones can be sky high, but if your glucose is also sky high, you're not going to burn any of those ketones for energy. You're going to have to burn your glucose first. Every live, I'm just going to have this spiel. Okay. Am I too far back? No. Due to ketones in your urine, it sounds like your doctor, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not comfortable answering that, actually. I don't think I can answer that question. Do you fast at all, or do you use your glucose ketone index in your journey? I did. I have the meter. I use this quite often. The glucose. Oh my gosh. It let me go over an hour? No. Are y'all still here? There's no way. I've been live for an hour and 15 minutes. No. It had to have kicked me off by now. Maybe. Hi. I don't know what's going on. I've been on here way too long. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up. Let's see. What are the last couple things? Keto tortillas. There's actually a keto tortilla recipe and it's good. I have no idea why live is letting me stay on so long tonight, guys. Like, I feel like I should get off of here. I've been on here for quite a long time. Oops. It is 7:45, right? I went live at 6:30. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I should be here. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know if I should keep going or like I'll come back next week. I didn't have this. I just assumed at an hour it was going to kick me off, so I didn't really have anything planned. I was just, because I'm Sam. Somebody wrote a letter and said, hey, Sam's going to be on live. Make sure she stays. I'm not going to keep y'all much longer. So I'm hungry and I need to eat too. And we're having spicy sausage gravy with eggs tonight and I'm excited. I'm about to go downstairs and I'm going to make it on my stories. Couple things. Tomorrow, bourbon chicken and broccoli. We're going to make it on live. We're going to be chefing it up 6:30. I will announce the pure winners tomorrow. I'm very excited. Next week, we're going to make onion rings on Tuesday, and we will be doing this on Monday again. I really liked getting to do this with y'all. If you need anything between now and then, you know how to find me. If you need recipes, or I'm going to have up some more sources later, KetoSamIam.com. I have a website. Maybe next time talk about the keto. I will. I had talked about it last week too, so maybe next week I'll just start off with that, but I did talk about it last time. Tortilla recipe that's good is nomnom, GNOM.com. Her tortilla recipe is the best. I hope y'all have... The needle doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. You're going to do it in the side of your finger. Not a big deal. DM me and we can chat about it. Okay, I hope y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all later.